Melchizedek News Hour. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, family. Can you hear me there? Okay. Had a little technical issue. Aloha. How is everyone? Welcome to the Melchizedek News Hour. I'm back. It's good to see you all. Let me make sure everybody can see here on Facebook. There we go. There we go. Shabbat Shalom, family. This is your sister Chaya. Welcome to the Melchizedek News Hour. We got a lot to talk about because there's a lot going on in the world. I'm glad that you can join me. And all praises to the Most High, for this is the day that the Most High is made. Yes, let me cut up my mic here so I can see you. I see you there, Melinda. It's good to see you. What does it say, 2270? I seem to have, let me cut up my mic, family, because I can't barely hear. Okay, much better. I see you there. Shalom, family. I see you there, Brother Yosef. Good to see you. Shalom. And Sister Melinda, good to see you. Family, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about because there's so much that's going on in the world, as usual, right? So much that's going on. But first, I want to say to those that are new to the channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first time joining me, I don't go live as often these days, but when I do, it's a treat, and I'm glad to see you all. I've been a little under the weather like a lot of people. Man, it's just some stuff in the air, right? It is something in the air, and it's just like lingering. So keep me in your prayers. Even Brother Yosef, we've been having that little bit of congestion and trying to get clear. Definitely. So before I start, some good housekeeping. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the MelchizedekNews.com, Melchizedek Network. We have fun over there. I'm trying to open the eyes of my brothers and sisters. Been doing a whole series on Egypt. Yeah, if you've missed it, been doing this lesson, America is Egypt. If you've missed it, I believe I'm on episode 7. Be sure to check it out on the Melchizedek Network. You can also check it out on YouTube under Lessons with Sister Chaya or even lessonswithsisterchaya.com. But this will open your eyes in regard to history, revealing a lot, brothers and sisters, revealing a lot. With that being said, I want to start with some positive words of affirmation because that's what we do here on the Melchizedek Network. You know, we report the headlines, and this is the weekly recap, but we also give you some uplifting, something to encourage you and keep you going with everything that's going on in the world. So I'm going to start with some Melchizedek words of the day. All praises. And those words are going to come from our brother who has moved on, in the words of Tupac Shakur. That's right. I want you to hear something that he said when he was here in the flesh with us. I'm sure he's still around in spirit. But brothers and sisters, with everything that's going on, I want you to peep these words of wisdom.
You want to be like Trump? Gimme, 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 push, 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 step, 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 crush, crush, crush. Now America's got Jews and they paid and everything, and they lending money to everybody except us. Everybody need a little help on their way to being self-reliant. No independent person just grew up and was born independent. You worked and you learned teamwork and you learned cooperation and unity and struggle, and then you became independent. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic, that's just real. These people should own planes, and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. No, I don't have that mega money, but I feel guilty walking by somebody. I gotta give them some mail.
As always here on the Melchizedek Network, peace, love, unity, and respect for all people. That's right. For all people. For all people. That's right, brothers and sisters. Peace, love, unity, respect for all people. I like what he said. He said nobody should be hitting the lottery for millions of dollars and we got people homeless and in the streets. I mean, like, listen to the words of just wise words of our brothers and sisters. It's time for change, family. Who's ready for it? I know I'm ready for it. Oh, I think the weather is going to help us because the Father is doing some things with this weather and these events that are going on in the earth. So let's start there because I got a lot to discuss regarding the weather because there's some storms, some serious like winter storms moving towards the East Coast, and they've already mentioned that it's hey, blizzard warning over here in New York. So I want you all to pay attention and especially if you're in the Northeast. I'm sure you already heard about it, but let's get an update on everything that's going on around the country in regards to the weather and this serious blizzard warning for the Northeast.
Dangerous winter storm is coming, and it just took a serious turn as even more snowfall is forecasted to slam the East Coast Sunday and Monday, with a widespread 1 to 3 feet of snow impacting huge cities like New York City, Washington, D.C., and Boston. On top of that, rare blizzard warnings were issued for 4 states, with millions of people expected to see feet of snow and very high winds that could knock out power for days. Following this, a major Arctic blast will bring the return of winter for nearly half of the country. This winter storm has the potential to be the biggest blizzard that we've seen in almost a decade for some of you, so let's get right into the forecast. Now in this video, we have a lot of different major updates regarding this winter storm, and we actually have now 6 different states under blizzard warnings, and we just got a state of emergency for New Jersey ahead of this very dangerous nor'easter that is about to dump feet of snow across the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. We have a large swath of blizzard warnings now, which stretches from Gloucester and Boston, Massachusetts, now into Cape Cod. It also includes all of Rhode Island, southern Connecticut, Long Island, and New York City, most of eastern New Jersey, and then back into Delaware, where we are going to have a combination of over 12 inches of snowfall, and couple that with wind gusts as high as 80 to 90 miles per hour. This is going to be a very dangerous winter storm once we head into tomorrow and also Monday. We have winter storm warnings in the pink, so that includes most of Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and winter storm watches in effect anywhere in the darker blue. That goes all the way now down as far south almost as Virginia Beach includes.
Family, I know you're probably going through winter weather fatigue at this point because there's so much, but we got to report it, got to talk about it because we got severe storms. I see you there, cousin Charlena. It's good to see you. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back live here. I mean, it's just been weather event after weather event, and that's what we're covering right now. We got wildfires, blizzards, everything that you can name. Let's continue with the weather and the things that are going on in particularly just around the world.
New images of intense tornado damage marring Illinois and Indiana after a monster supercell system brought at least 7 reported twisters overnight. This massive funnel cloud hovering over drivers in Illinois. And in this video, another one forms in real time.
Massive rotation, massive rotation. Look at that.
Sirens echoing for miles. You also see lightning and pounding hail. In Bloomington, Indiana, the storm ripping apart several homes and businesses, including this car dealership.
Multiple cars, this one's been picked up.
At one point, thousands left without power, no injuries reported.
Everything else can be replaced, and none of that matters at the end of the day.
Farther east, snow falling in Albany, heavy rain in Charlotte. A new winter system expected to snarl air travel this weekend. Late today, forcing a temporary ground stop at Newark as delays nationwide soar into the thousands. In California, we're getting our first look from above at the area devastated by this week's deadly avalanche that killed at least 8 people. Severe weather wreaking havoc coast to coast, with millions bracing for more storms this weekend. Maggie Vespa.
Family, it's one thing after another, right? I just released a video and I called it Climate Crisis 2026. When you have a moment, you should take a moment to listen. I'm connecting what the scriptures say and connecting them to what we're going through right now with all of these just like historic weather events. So if you get a chance, check out Climate Crisis 2026. It will really open your eyes.
Cyclone is on the horizon, set to bring a foot of snow and blizzard conditions. Welcome to the 10 o'clock news. I'm Natasha Verma.
And I'm Steve Lacey. The city preparing its fleet on Saturday. The sanitation department will mount the snow plows and load the salt spreaders. As the flakes hit the ground, more than 5,000 workers will be rotating 12-hour shifts, and a code blue is in effect, with outreach teams canvassing the city to get vulnerable New Yorkers into shelters.
And there's still uncertainty on just how much snow we're going to get. Chief Meteorologist Nick Gregory is tracking the latest weather models. Nick, what are you seeing tonight?
Well, I'm seeing that the trend has been towards a storm that's going to move a little closer towards us, and potentially now for a little higher snowfall than I was originally thinking, but still a sizable snowfall, as we've been saying for the last 2 days.
Tragedy in California, one of the deadliest in U.S. history. Rescuers say 8 skiers have been found dead in the Sierra Nevada, and the 9th is still missing. There are now questions about why the group continued with the ski trip after heavy snow warnings. Our chief correspondent, Matt Gutman, is in Truckee, California. Matt, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Nate. Overnight, we learned that several of the people killed were members of the Sugar Bowl Academy community. It's a private school and ski club, according to school officials. That as the snow keeps falling, and you may have noticed those mounds behind me. These are actually vehicles buried here, and this is one of the reasons that the sheriff here has said that they're going to have to wait on the weather and the avalanche threat to clear before recovering those bodies.
Someone saw the avalanche, yelled avalanche, and then it overtook them rather quickly.
A grim discovery led to the deadliest avalanche in California history.
8 of the 9 additional skiers have been located deceased. We are still looking for one of the members at this time.
Nevada County Sheriff Shannon.
And family, what about those fires? You know, we got so much going on. We got avalanche, blizzards, tornadoes. What about the fires in parts of Texas and Oklahoma?
It deals with that winter storm. High winds are fueling at least a half dozen wildfires in the plains. One fire spanning Kansas and Oklahoma has burned an area bigger than the city of Dallas. The governors have declared states of emergency. Jason Allen reports.
This massive inferno doubling in size in just 24 hours in the Oklahoma Panhandle.
Man, this is a big fire.
Burning more than 283,000 acres. Video shows the columns of smoke driving away a herd of cattle as firefighters race to fight the blaze, spreading across state lines into southern Kansas.
This area has already been scorched. You can see the marks on the pavement and get an idea just how hot and fast the fire moved through this area. And there are still plenty of areas of dry brush that haven't burned.
Northwest of Oklahoma City, this fire has burned nearly 2,000 acres. Luckily, no homes have been destroyed.
Everybody throws in and does what they need to do to make it work and save property.
Homes are still being impacted tonight by a bizarre situation in the Lehigh Valley. This was the scene this morning as crews worked to pull that huge
Check this out, family.
Even larger hole in
large sinkholes just popping up everywhere.
Just over the border from Easton.
And this is New Jersey.
A way to repair that sinkhole when it fell in. And get this, just down the street, another hole swallowed another vehicle. Well, tonight, several homes have been evacuated and many more are without power and water. Action News's Walter Perez live near that scene tonight. Walter, there's a local state of emergency now in effect there.
That's right, Brian, still in effect. In the meantime, check this out. I mean, I said it
yes,
before,
Brother
it looks
Yosef.
like the set of a movie, but it's all too real. And local leaders say they're not sure how long it'll take to fix and clean this mess. Local officials say this huge dump truck is not going anywhere anytime soon after plunging into that huge sinkhole yesterday. But authorities say it actually started on Monday when this vehicle got stuck when the road buckled along this stretch of Summit Avenue.
During the repair of that sinkhole, bigger issues arose where a dump truck fell through the roadway and kind of presented itself as a bigger
This is
issue.
Jersey,
In fact,
family.
3 sinkholes opened up here before local authorities used ground-penetrating radar last night to find any other possible voids beneath the pavement across this entire neighborhood. They identified at least 3 more marked here in pink, but there might be others. The focus right now is to repair the initial 3 spots where the roadway actually caved in.
They repaired one. There's one that the truck's in. There's one in front of at the actual intersection that still is dropping.
Like Brother Yosef said in the live chat, it's like, when have you seen just this many just back-to-back just storms? Says, I don't recall a time when a single snowstorm reached from the west coast to the east coast. Yeah, we are living in some very biblical times, brothers and sisters. Everything that we're seeing, a lot of people aren't even paying attention. And again, they're experiencing fatigue. They're tired of hearing about all these storms. They just want to bury their heads in the sand. They don't even want to hear about this stuff because it's just so much going on. We need to be praying. That's what we need to be doing, keeping our eyes on the words of our Messiah. These sinkholes are just popping up all around the world. So that was Jersey. But I showed this one last week on an update. This was in Shanghai, China. Look at how the ground opened up over here.
我去，哇，那个房子都掉进去了。完了。
I bet many brothers and sisters missed that footage. Sinkholes opening up everywhere. And then on top of that, we have this crazy situation on the East Coast with several millions. I'm talking about, I think they said like 240 million gallons of raw sewage that just got emptied into the Potomac. This is an environmental catastrophe. And I think everybody needs to pay attention, because what this spells out is contamination of the water, the water treatment centers, water in general. Check this out. East Coast, on top of the blizzard that's getting ready to come.
Story this morning is the growing ecological crisis in the Potomac. This morning, there is a written commitment from President Trump that the federal government will step in to help.
The president using the same post, though, to continue his back and forth with Maryland Governor Wes Moore, writing that the governors of Virginia and Maryland must get moving quickly. And if they need help, they'll need to ask the federal government politely.
Now, many of you have raised questions about the lasting impact this bill could have on our communities. And our Jess Arnold is live along the Tidal Basin this morning, getting you some answers. She's looking into the new concerns about tourism season and one of D.C.'s biggest springtime traditions. Jess.
Yeah, well, the concern here is that as temperatures rise, the dormant bacteria that may not have thrived in the cold could in the warmer temperatures and start to release E. coli bacteria into the water here. So with the current advice being to avoid contact with the Potomac, it's probably not super enticing to flock to the water's edge for the cherry blossoms, which are coming up, of course. You'll soon see a sea of pink behind me here when we're out here later on. But we did speak with someone from the National Cherry Blossom Festival, and they said that they are working with the mayor's office. They're talking to the National Park Service to monitor the impact, and they hope that this does not deter tourists.
We're going to plan for the best, but we're going to work with our partners to do that. But really, we think that the beauty of this festival and this city coming together is really going to be more important than anything else.
Now, she says the main events don't center on the Potomac, like the parade, the kite festival, and the National Mall, and the 10-mile race. When it comes to bacteria levels, though, throughout the Potomac River, DC Water has been collecting daily samples from various sections, and you can see that trend here. If we focus in on Fletcher's Boathouse and the Georgetown Water.
Anyone else see a cover-up about this whole situation? They really don't want to talk about it. But it's been announced that 240 gallons of raw sewage has been dumped into the Potomac, which also spills into other rivers. Everybody needs to be very, very aware of what's going on and informed. She was just talking about the E. coli poisoning. Some things are coming. And if you don't have a filtration For even the water that's coming out of your faucet, you should at this point, because there's a lot going on, brothers and sisters. I saw a comment in the live chat. I thought I did. She said she did just say that Trump said to ask the government politely for assistance. Oh, yeah, brothers and sisters, so much. I see you there, Sister Judy. Good to see you. Yes, over there in California. Oh, we got California, of course, always in the headlines. So much going on over there. Let's get back to these new headlines, family. So much that is going on here. What we got here?
The images surreal. A towering cloud of smoke followed by an intense explosion of fire that sends bystanders scrambling. A terrifying scene unfolding Thursday in Santiago, Chile after a
South America. This car explosion. Check out this footage. It was catastrophic. That's all I can say.
tanker truck carrying liquefied gas ignited into an inferno near a major highway and industrial area, according to Chilean authorities. Authorities say the driver somehow losing control and crashed, overturning before the blast. Police saying as a result of this and the flammable product it was transporting, an explosion occurred. Watch as the explosion sends heavy black smoke billowing into the air. And take a look at this video from what appears to be a traffic camera as thick white smoke from the blast envelops the highway, cars and motorcyclists vanishing in the haze. One man saying many people were trapped. Other people who were behind a bus started to break through the windows. I covered myself behind a barrier. As you can see, the vehicle was completely burned. Authorities say at least 4 people, including the driver, are dead, and at least 17 others were injured in the blast that authorities say could be felt more than 600 feet away. One victim suffered burns over 100% of their body. 4 others sustained burns covering more than half of their bodies, according to an official. The intensity of the explosion also damaging more than 50 cars, some catching fire. Videos posted to social media capturing the harrowing aftermath of smoldering debris and bodies. NBC News has
Meanwhile. And local police are investigating what they are calling an act of terrorism after a man drove across the country, crashed his car into an electrical substation, and then shot and killed himself. The 23-year-old suspect drove from Albany to Las Vegas, sending his family cryptic messages.
Authorities say there is no threat to the public and that substation owned by LEDWP was not compromised. Sandra Mitchell live in the news center with details and reaction tonight. Sandra.
Family, is it just me, or does it seem like there's sabotage going on? I mean, we just saw over there in South America this truck explosion. Now we're moving back over here over in Nevada near Vegas. Somebody ran through trying to hit the power grid station. I hope everybody's paying attention. Hey, that's why I'm reporting it here on the Melchizedek News, just so you are aware of what is going down out here.
Well, Micah, the FBI saying tonight this guy might have had much bigger plans to cause chaos. When investigators found the 23-year-old suspect, he was wearing body armor and he was armed with a flamethrower.
Barreling through a security barrier, a man in a rental car determined to cause damage.
This incident was treated as a terrorism-related event.
It happened at a Los Angeles Department of Water and Power facility in Boulder City near Las Vegas. That facility used to transfer power from the Nevada desert to L.A. Well, tonight, the FBI and Las Vegas police suspect the attacker might have been planning more mayhem.
In a message to his mother, the suspect referred to himself as a dead terrorist son and stated he felt he had an obligation to carry out his act.
The suspect, identified as 23-year-old Dawson Maloney of Albany, New York, in his Vegas motel room, investigators found bomb-making materials and extremist books.
Related to extremist ideologies, including right and left-wing extremism, environmental extremism, white supremacy, and anti-government ideology.
And there's more.
The search from the rental vehicle revealed 2 shotguns, an AR-style pistol, numerous loaded AR magazines with .223 ammunition, a box of shotgun shells, 2 devices described as flamethrowers containing thermite material, a crowbar, and a hatchet.
Damn, he trying to set it off. Family, are you paying attention out here? It's going down out here. You know, everybody over here watching the Super Bowl and talking about Bad Bunny and who food review is the best and what Cardi B up to. Meanwhile, this old Thugalicious bandit over here trying to set it off right outside of Las Vegas. And he ain't the only one, because even on the airplanes, you can't even fly right now because there's so many demons on the plane. Can you imagine being on this plane? This is what's going on out here, family. It's kind of like, what would you do if you encountered this situation on your flight, you know, home from vacation?
Oh my God, this is the whole fucking plane. Stay back. Let them have the room. Let go. Calm down.
We gotta get cops, see? Sit down, please, ma'am. Can you put the phone down and let us get our job done? Can y'all sit? Yeah, we need to get to some gear. I don't think. You got a baby right here. Yeah, I'm fine. Are you fine? I don't want to step on you. Okay, let me move. Don't worry.
Everybody got a phone now these days. It's going on out here, brothers and sisters. It's really a time where you really need to be very vigilant and prayerful. Man, so much I could say. Meanwhile.
Tonight, President Trump confirms that he is, in fact, considering military action against Iran. This evening, we take a look at the military buildup in the Middle East as tensions increase over Iran's nuclear program. Here's Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin.
Mr. President, are you considering a limited military strike?
I am considering that.
Iranian leaders have said any attack by the United States, limited or not, would cause them to unleash their vast missile arsenal at U.S. bases vulnerable to attack in Qatar.
Go in church, Pastor Caleb.
Trump has announced he's increasing the global terror.
Hold on, family. Let's get back to Trump because I need to get y'all updated on this situation with Iran.
And Bahrain, home to the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet. The Strait of Hormuz, at its narrowest point, is just 21 miles wide, and most of Iran's missiles are mobile. In the coming weeks, the U.S. could find itself in another Middle East war without a clear exit strategy. Squadrons of U.S. warplanes are now parked on tarmacs in Jordan. Today, the USS Ford aircraft carrier strike group passed through the Strait of Gibraltar into the Mediterranean. The daytime crossing of the world's largest and newest aircraft carrier suggests the U.S. military wanted this massive symbol of firepower to be seen. The president says there is a 10 to 15-day window for Iran to make a nuclear deal. Iran's foreign minister pushed back on reports that U.S. negotiators are pushing for zero enrichment.
We have not offered any suspension, and the U.S. side has not asked for zero enrichment. Yes, what we are now talking about is how to make sure that Iran's nuclear program, including enrichment, is peaceful.
Rafael Grossi, head of the UN nuclear watchdog, says the IAEA has not been able to access Iran's nuclear facilities since the U.S. bombed them in June.
They better negotiate a fair deal.
I feel very badly for the people of Iran. They've lived in hell.
If there's no agreement, it's hard to imagine the president backing down from the military option. The amount of military hardware the Pentagon is positioning in the region signals it is not a question of if, but when. Brett?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News.
Yes, brothers and sisters. One step closer with this situation with Iran, and people aren't really paying attention. We really need to be praying for peace. Pray that something else goes down rather than this war situation. And still just people are giving up because they're desensitized to everything that's happening, brothers and sisters. Meanwhile, Trump is he's going at it, man, with the other powers that be. Listen to this with this this just came out today too about this 15% increase on global tariffs.
Trump has announced he's increasing the global tariff to 15%. This announcement came after he originally imposed a 10% global tariff on Friday after the Supreme Court ruled his sweeping tariffs violated federal law. This 15% tariff was announced on Truth Social today. He enacted the new tariffs under a trade law. However, those can only be in place for 150 days unless Congress were to vote to extend them.
I don't think that many people understand how these tariffs affect the American economy. If they did, they'd be making plan A, B, and C. Meanwhile, check out this senseless act of violence. This was crazy right here, but I gotta report it, family. Gotta report it.
18-year-old accused of killing a friend after a disagreement over food is now in custody 2 weeks after the shooting.
LaMarcus Darden Jr. is accused of shooting Jarvis Davis at a Fort Worth apartment after Davis would not share his French fries. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager spoke to the victim's mom today. Peyton.
Steve, and multiple people witnessed this shooting inside of an apartment, including children. So Fort Worth police tell me they were confident in who they were looking for. We now know this 18-year-old suspect was tracked down all the way to Tyler, Texas. That's about 140 miles away from Fort Worth. He was tracked down to a hotel. Fort Worth police tell me it's possible he has family in that area, but he's now back in North Texas. That suspect is at the Tarrant County Jail tonight.
It's so senseless.
Senseless. That's how Sharika Kennedy describes the murder of her son.
Why? Now that's the question. Why? No, my baby was probably genuinely his friend. My baby wasn't expecting him to shoot him. Everybody in the house was like, they thought he was joking about the fries.
19-year-old Jarvis Davis shot and killed inside this West Fort Worth apartment near Camp Bowie and 820 back on January 28th. Witnesses told police a group just got back from grabbing food at Wingstop when there was an argument. Investigators say Davis didn't share his fries with the suspect, later identified as 18-year-old LaMarcus Darden.
My son's girlfriend was laying on his lap at the time of it, and she said she just heard a glass break, a gunshot and a glass break.
Fort Worth police say Darden pulled out a handgun, shot Davis in the head, and took off from the complex. He was tracked down nearly 2 weeks later. Kennedy, a mother of 8, now with a missing piece in her family and frustrated considering she says her son and Darden were friends.
Over French fries, family. This is what people are arguing over out here. Taking lives over French fries. Folks done lost it. The majority of the world, I'm telling you, they on demon time. And y'all wonder why I don't be on here regularly. I have to keep my composure and my peace. I have to balance. Because it's just too much going on in the world. I got to keep my mind on the words of the Most High. Sad situation there, brothers and sisters. Absolutely, Brother Yosef said. That's pretty sad. We didn't heard a lot of sad stories, but that's up there. Yes. Shalom, Sister Maya. Good to see you. Here's another one. I want y'all to listen to this one because I was listening to this one, and this is about a pastor, it said, who called his mistress right after his wife was murdered. A pastor. I want y'all to hear this because I was listening to this 911 call, and all I can say is, he guilty as hell. I was like, his ass is guilty. Listen to this, family. Tell me what you think in the live chat.
Fantastic week. Wanted to take a moment just to remind you that this weekend is the finale of our At the Movies series. We've had an incredible 2 weeks, but we have saved the best for last.
Oh my God.
Miami County 911.
Oh my, somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and shot my wife.
Are they still in there?
I don't know.
Okay, what's the address?
Please hurry.
Okay. What are you seeing?
My wife she's got 2 shots to her head. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God. Sir, please.
A reported burglary early this morning in Tip City turned deadly as a 7th grade volleyball coach was killed in her own home.
Her husband and 2 children survived the ordeal, and now police are searching for a suspect.
He was a pastor, a worship leader, a husband, a father, and according to prosecutors, a man who sent a 5-word text at 12:42 in the morning that said, "It's almost done."
Folks out here cutting up, y'all. And he's a pastor. Did anybody else listen to that phone call? Did he not sound guilty to you? Or maybe I just been watching too many episodes of CSI. I'm just saying. Oh man, Father, we need you. It's so much hate, division, discord, just ugliness in the earth. I know. Sister Maya was like, even the animals is catching on to this demon time. Yes. Brothers and sisters, I saw some dogs attacking a car. Now, true enough, I believe they was probably trying to get to an animal that might have been in the car. But you got to see this story right here. These animals, some dogs, attacked the car. Even the animals is on demon time. I'm serious.
Woman says that her car was damaged in the most bizarre way. It was all caught on camera.
11 Alive's Chase Howell shows us the video and the very unlikely culprits that caused hundreds of dollars in damage.
No, your eyes aren't fooling you. What you're watching is a video of dogs ripping a car apart.
I had Tanny folks Carl, you hear me? Yeah.
This is another angle of the dogs gnawing on the front panel. In this TikTok video, you can hear people yelling at the dogs from their car before it charges after them. Friday morning, this is how the car looks. The owner, who chose not to go on camera, says the dogs chewed up the car's coolant tank, wires, and put scratches all over it. But the question is, who covers the damage?
Yeah, this is crazy. This dog's like gnawing on the bumper trying to get to something. There's definitely something under the hood of this car, I think.
Reed Handler is a managing partner at Rob Hill Insurance Group. He says this isn't his first time seeing something like this happen.
The rodents, if they're in there and they cause damage, it could be tricky to provide coverage. But if you have comprehensive coverage, which is included in like what people call full coverage, it covers things you can't control, so like theft, vandalism, act of nature, animal claims.
Handler says you don't have to have full coverage to get this covered under insurance. He says if your car is paid off, you can carry comprehensive coverage by itself.
Brothers and sisters, did you see the dogs attack a car? Even the animals got all kind of anxiety and anger issues. It's going on out here. The world has lost its mind, brothers and sisters. You know the world has lost its mind. Look, Sister Chaya is reporting all these headlines, and I came across, I was like, Lord, we are definitely living in the last days, as the scriptures say. Because Reese's, I'm talking about, Reese Cups. Reese's is over here fighting with Hershey's. Yes, because they was like, you didn't use the recipe that we told you to use. It's just so many fights right now, so much division in the earth.
Taste in the world of chocolate.
Brad Reese, the grandson of the inventor of the iconic Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, posting an open letter to Hershey on LinkedIn, saying it is quietly replacing the very ingredients that built Reese's trust in the first place. Some experts say it has to do with cost. The price of cocoa skyrocketed over the past 2 years due to climate impacts in West Africa, and that caused some brands to swap in different ingredients. Now Reese telling the AP he recently threw out a bag of Reese's Valentine's Day mini hearts after seeing the company describe the treat as made with, quote, peanut butter cream and covered in chocolate candy. Hershey responding to Reese's criticism, saying in a statement in part, our iconic Reese's peanut butter cups are made the same way they always have been, starting with roasting fresh peanuts to make our unique, one-of-a-kind peanut butter that is then combined with milk chocolate. Adding they do make recipe adjustments for new products and innovations without addressing the...
Oh my goodness. You got Reese's and Hershey's fighting against each other. Family, if you needed a sign that you were living in the last days, I'm telling you, all these headlines should be opening your eyes. Yes, brothers and sisters. Sister Maya had a comment in the chat. She said, every time I think I've seen it all, I haven't. Absolutely. That's exactly what I say, Sister Maya. I'm like, every time I think so. Shalom there. Love the Most High. Love people. Absolutely. Shabbat Shalom, family. Thanks for joining the live chat. So much going on in the world. Who would have thought? Reese's and Hershey's. They got beef. Really? This is what's going on. Meanwhile, did anybody else hear? You know, I don't do too much celebrity news over here because they talk about the celebrities enough on all these other channels. But did anybody hear about Mr. Floyd Mayweather is broke? That's a hard one to really believe, you know. But then again, it's not, considering just how he's been spending his money. But they said he's getting back in the ring and coming out of retirement so he can get some coins. Yes, brothers and sisters.
Jr. has announced that he's coming out of Floyd Mayweather Jr. has announced that he's coming out of retirement after his fight with Mike Tyson in April. Following his fight with Tyson, Mayweather will resume his professional career with his first fight slated for the summer of this year, with his opponent to be confirmed at a later date. This will be Mayweather's fourth comeback from retirement, having previously retired in 2007, 2015, and most recently in 2017 after a fight with Conor McGregor.
The comment in the chat, she said, Sister Judy said, he fighting Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather coming out of retirement to collect some checks. I'm telling you, they need the money and they need the distraction. Yes, this is exactly what is going on. Brothers and sisters, I mean, they just playing the public, you know, like some simple-minded people, some simpletons, bringing Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather out of retirement because they both need a check. And both of those men, they made enough money, they should have been set for life. And you and I know it. It's sad, brothers and sisters. That lets you know capitalism does not work. The system of the beast, it does not work. It's an unequal system that has did nothing but oppress the world. Last story before I'm out of here with some words of the day on this Melchizedek News Hour and this weekly recap, brothers and sisters. I saw this one. And I had to share it with y'all because it's, again, if we needed another sign that we were living in the last days, I think this one is going to open your eyes, brothers and sisters, because Satan's minions is trying to play God. And they doing a whole lot of damage out here. Absolutely. They are trying to play God and messing up a whole lot. Listen to this story right here.
All new tonight, a fertility mix-up has now become a huge legal battle, and it may get even bigger. This couple goes from Central Florida. This all goes back to a couple from Central Florida who gave birth to a child that was not theirs after a mix-up at a fertility clinic. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Brown.
Good evening. I'm Luann Sorrell. Fox 35's Bailey Bockover is joining us live here in the studio tonight. So, Bailey, that couple is back in court now, claiming that facility is withholding information.
That's right. Yeah, the hearing just wrapped up about 90 minutes ago. Attorneys for the clinic argued that the fertility clinic is keeping them in the dark. The couple already knows the child they birthed in December is not genetically theirs. Now they say they found a lead that the clinic hasn't fully disclosed. In a new emergency motion, the couple's attorney says the clinic's records show a chaotic labeling system, handwriting patients' names on the tiny straws used to store embryos.
At that time, they're outside of their labeled straws and they are in petri dishes and they are in the lab. It makes the most sense that that is where a switch could have happened.
The motion states, noting that beyond the straws, the second switch could have been with labeling. That system has narrowed the couple's search for truth down to specific groups. Attorney Circe Denny argued in court.
It appears to us that more likely than not, that retrieval risk pool is the source of the error here.
This motion says women have been coming forward on their own, saying they and their babies may be involved in this heartbreaking mix-up. All of the women coming forward either had embryo transfers on the same day, April 7th, 2025, or had embryos stored the same week as the couple back in 2020. Defense attorney Francis Pierce acknowledged the gravity of the situation, stating,
"There is a small patient population that is involved with the retrievals and an extraordinarily small population involved with the transfer. And these small patients' populations increase the risk of patient identification."
New details in the motion reveal the couple may have found a lead on their own. Part of the motion reads, a woman with a strikingly similar last name who also had a transfer on April 7th contacted the family after seeing their story on the news. A search of the woman's public Facebook page showed a photo of her husband, who the parents say shares a similar complexion to their child. And the couple is asking the clinic for information about a potential match. An Indian couple.
Do y'all see that baby? That baby like, oh, hell no, I didn't came into this mess. Oh, family, this is what's going on out here.
Who had embryos stored at the clinic during that same week in 2020. The couple's legal team emphasized the urgency, stating,
"They have fallen in love with this baby and they love her and want to keep her. They want to know whether there's any reasonable prospect that they can keep her. But they are also very much concerned that there is somebody out there, someone out there, who doesn't know that they are raising their genetic child."
Oh, brothers and sisters. Wait a minute. Go back to that picture. Brothers and sisters. See, this is what happens when you got the fallen watchers, Satan's minions, trying to play the Most High God. You end up with babies that don't, belong to certain people because they over here trying to make test tube babies rather than the way that the Most High God intended. When I saw this story, brothers and sisters, I thought about the movie Life. I'm sorry. Sister Chaya is goofy. And when I saw this, my mind went immediately to that scene in the movie Life, with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. And I got to share it with you all.
Daddy, give me my baby back. Let's get the car. Come on, honey.
What you laughing at, boy? You laughing at me? You know who the daddy of that chocolated baby is? Huh? You do? Well, who is it? Speak up!
It's my baby, boss. He's lying. I'm the father of that baby, boss.
Boss,
I'm that baby's daddy. Any fool can see that baby belongs to me.
I'm the pappy.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, brothers and sisters, but I couldn't resist. I'm the pappy. That's all I could think about when I saw this case. I'm like, what is going on out here? Oh my goodness. Help us, Father, because we have lost our way. We have lost our way, brothers and sisters.
Daddy, give me my...
He said he called that baby chocolatey. Whose chocolatey baby is this? Okay, I'm done. I'm done, brothers and sisters. I'm done. Oh my goodness. Brothers and sisters, those are your Melchizedek news headlines for the week as we almost approaching a whole nother month. It's going by fast, right, brothers and sisters? We at the close to the end of February. As I leave out, as always, here on the Melchizedek Network, I want to leave you some encouraging words because we definitely need that in this hour with all the craziness and foolishness that's going on. So I'm going to leave you with some encouraging words, and guess what? They're coming from our brother Tupac Shakur because he was definitely a very woke poet in his day. He was woke, brothers and sisters, and man, I'm glad that somebody that was around that could touch the youth. Because somebody we need a Tupac Shakur moment now. Somebody need to touch these young people and give them some edification and something to spark them. But hey, maybe that's coming. Brothers and sisters, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Those in the live chat, appreciate your feedback there. Thank you, Brother Joseph, always holding me down. And as always, here on the Melchizedek Network, peace, love, unity, and respect. That's right, for all people. Sending you some aloha and mahalo from Maui, Hawaii, brothers and sisters. And continue to keep us in your prayers. We'll keep you in ours. And I see you there, cousin. I love you so much. Thank you for joining. And I'll see you all soon. What Brother Yosef said, fruits of the Spirit, Sister Chaya. Exactly. Always. Thank you there, Sister Maya. I'll see you all soon, and enjoy these words as we leave out for these Melchizedek News headlines. You all be well, be blessed, and always real love, real respect. Smash that like button, family. Share it with others. This network represents for the true Messiah. That's right, and all are welcome here. All are welcome. You all have a good one. Shalom.
I can't explain why I shine and no one else shines. I think everybody shines in different things. And a lot of things I can't do. I can't play basketball like every other black person in America. But I can act. I know how to go to that true spot in myself because I'm there every day. I can be me. I can be whoever because I'm true to me. I can go to neutral easily. A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. The reason I sell 6 million records, the reason I can go to jail and come out without a scratch, the reason I can walk around, the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul. It's there. It's not sold. I didn't sell it. It's still within me. I still feel it. My heart is still connected to my body. You know what I'm saying? I want to break the mold. So while everybody's saying how they can't do it, I want to do it. So I want to see what I can do to change it. And if I can't, and if it don't work, then, I'll go another route. But this is just one thing I want to try. I got a song called Me Against the World. Perfect for all this. Perfect. Me against the world. It's just got nothing to lose. It's just me against the world. I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish. And because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up. There's too much money here. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic. That's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1 million, $2 billion, and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and that people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. I mean, can you imagine somebody having $32 million? $32 million. And this person has nothing. And you can sleep. You can still go to the movies about, I mean, and these are the type of people that get humanitarian awards. Millionaires. How can they be humanitarians? Well, the fact that they're millionaires and there's so many poor people shows how unhumane they are. Because I honestly did not care whether I lived or died. But now, I cannot die with people thinking I'm a rapist or a criminal. I can't leave until this is straight. The reason being is because if I can't live free, if I can't live with the same respect as the next man, I don't want to be here.